Scott, breaking news on SportsCenter. It's as if the Cowboys saw our countdown clock to the tag deadline and said, no, we need to get something done. Dak Prescott agrees to a deal with the Cowboys. Adam Schefter just tweeted this. We don't have any particulars on how long it's for.
Wow.
Of course, over the last year, they've been sort of quibbling over the length and how much it would be. But as of now, it looks as though they have avoided placing the franchise tag on Dak Prescott for a second straight year, something that would have cost them in the range of $37.7 million. As you take a look at the Cowboys by starting, plainly obvious what kind of difference Dak makes for the boys as their starting QB. Dallas scored over 10 points per game more with Dak as their starter than without him last season. Of course, he went down to that devastating leg injury, but the quarterback performances were night and day in Dallas last season. It felt like we were trending in this direction, right? And in particular for someone like Dak, who the numbers bared out that he deserved to be paid in that sort of Deshaun Watson, Patrick Mahomes level, which is what he was looking for at the beginning of the year. People wondered if that injury would sort of impact whether they could get a deal done.
Yeah, and the other thing, too, and I can't wait to hear the details of this contract, is how many years, right? Because a year ago, it looked like they were going to get the parameters of a contract down, but one side wanted 4 years. That was Dak's side.
Right.
The Cowboys wanted 5 years.
Right.
Then you add another year here, and now suddenly that conversation is it a 3-year deal? Is it a 4-year deal? Because you added that extra year?
Exactly.
That's going to be the big question here. We're going to find out with you got an interview?
Exactly. Ed Warder, in fact, right now is joining us on the phone. He joined us at the beginning of the show. I mean, how did we get this done? What's changed over the last 45 minutes? They were able to get this deal done, Ed.
Yeah, everything we had heard over the past week or so had indicated they'd been making steady and continued progress on finally reaching an agreement on a contract that the Cowboys have been seeking since 2019 with their starting quarterback. You know, when they went to the 2019 season, Jerry Jones at that time said a deal was imminent. But then Dak got off to this incredible start. He was no longer willing to play for the money that they had been talking about. So we got franchise tag last year, the first quarterback in Cowboys history to play on the franchise tag, and only the third ever. And I think what's really important here, until we know more specifics as to the length of the deal and the amount of money that's involved, is two things. One, he becomes, in Jerry Jones's 33 years as owner of the franchise, Dak Prescott's only the second quarterback to get a second contract from the franchise, the others being Troy Aikman and Tony Romo. So that's significant. And then I think the most important thing is now the Cowboys know what they're budgeting going forward as they, begin free agency, restructuring contracts. They know what Dak Prescott is going to cost, and it's not going to be $37.7 million, which it would have been had he played a second year on the tag. This should provide them some stability at the quarterback position, and they can plan to, create more talent around Dak Prescott and really address the defensive side of the ball where the real shortcomings exist.
Ed, we actually did get those numbers just now from Adam Schefter. It appears Dak Prescott has agreed to a 4-year, $160 million deal with the